It's never been more important to not watch CNN and MSNBC because for the last 3 years, we've been able to laugh at their fake news and their spin, but today we actually need accurate information. And as Richard Maddow clearly demonstrates, we're not gonna get it from them.
In terms of the happy talk we've had on this front from the federal government, there is no sign that the Navy hospital ships that the president made such a big deal of, the Comfort and the Mercy, there's no sign that they'll be anywhere on site helping out anywhere in the country for weeks yet. The president said when he announced that those ships would be put into action against the COVID-19 epidemic, he said one of those ships would be operational in New York Harbor by next week. That's nonsense. It will not be there next week.
Despite being wrong about everything for the last few years, I'm sure that today we can finally trust what MSNBC is reporting. Oh wait, what's this?
The Comfort now is just pulling into dock here in Midtown Manhattan. It is coming in under the guidance of 75 professional mariners and more than 1,000 Navy medical personnel on board, as well as some civilian volunteers as well.
This morning, we all watched something absolutely extraordinary, absolutely inspiring as the USNS Comfort entered New York Harbor, coming here to save the lives of New Yorkers in our hour of need.
You know, maybe Richard Maddow is a parody of a cable news host, just like Stephen Colbert's Colbert Report character was a parody of Bill O'Reilly. Of course, this is why the American people should hear directly from the actual doctors in the White House Corona Task Force so they can get accurate information about what's happening. In a perfect world, the mainstream media would use their infrastructure for just that. But instead, if you channel surf during the press briefings, you'll usually see something like this.
But we're collecting data now in a county by county granular way. So it's like any
beautiful wall. We heard him complain of quote unquote
time before this 15-day period is over. At a certain time, he suggested he'd do it closer to Easter, but
who cares what Dr. Birx has to say, despite being a leader on the task force? I'm sure that some random reporter from CNN knows better. And this guy on MSNBC, whoever the heck he is. Here's what happened at Monday's briefing.
I'd like you to come up and say a couple of words, if you might, about your companies. Mike, come on up. Come on up, fellas, please. Come on up. You have to say what you're doing because it's been really incredible. Go ahead, Mike.
Okay, well, MyPillow is a U.S. vertically integrated company which has been forced to adjust to the changing business.
All right, we're going to continue to monitor the White House briefing and get the latest information. The president now saving by what he has done so far.
Don't worry, folks. You don't need to see the briefing for yourself. CNN will monitor the situation and tell you their interpretation of what happened. Meanwhile, here's what actually happened after CNN decided to drop the feed.
We've dedicated 75% of my manufacturing to produce cotton face masks. Up to in 3 days, I was up to 10,000 a day. By Friday, I want to be up to 50,000 a day. I'm proud to manufacture our products in the United States, and I'm even more proud to be able to serve our nation in this great time of need. Thank you, Mr. President, for your call to action which has empowered companies like MyPillow to help our nation win this invisible war.
What a great American you are, sir, retooling 75% of the MyPillow factory to make 50,000 face masks a day for American healthcare workers. No wonder CNN dropped the feed. They don't want to let their viewers know how well the White House is coordinating things to help get us through this. Of course, the liberal media was quite upset. MSNBC's Ali Velshi tweeted out, quote, Trump just called the MyPillow guy up to the podium in the Rose Garden. You can't make this stuff up. Oh, but if you think that upset the liberals, wait until you hear what he said next.
And I encourage you to use this time at home to get back in the Word, read our Bibles, and spend time with our families. Our president gave us so much hope where just a few short months ago, we had the best economy, the lowest unemployment, and wages going up. It was amazing. With our great president, vice president, and this administration, and all the great people in this country praying daily, we will get through this and get back to a place that's stronger and safer than ever.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Mike. Appreciate it.
That's some great advice, sir, and keep up the great work. Meanwhile, MSNBC is wasting precious airtime, allowing Joe Biden to continue making a fool of himself.
Right now. And first of all, he has to tell wait till the cases before anything happens. Look, the whole idea is he's got to get in place things that we're shortages of. We're not testing enough people. Our first responders, docs and nurses don't have the gloves, the masks. They don't have the equipment they need.
So Joe Biden's presidential campaign has now come down to him just Monday morning quarterbacking the White House response to this whole thing, often making suggestions about things he knows nothing about, things that the White House has already been doing. And now everyone's a YouTuber. Here's Chris Two Scoop Saliza recording his segment from home using Windows 95.
Working from home or home from working? I flipped it around because I'm not working. And a pandemic is sweeping the globe. Countries are under lockdown. The Summer Olympics have been postponed.
I have my YouTube resolution set to auto, and it shows that he literally recorded this in 480p. And like every other YouTuber these days, it looks like Two Scoops is rolling out his own merch. He just posted this picture of his new sweatshirt, America Needs Journalists. Some of the replies are hilarious, and I couldn't help but get a shameless plug in there for one of my shirts, of course available at markdice.com. This person says, let us know if you meet any. So when is CNN gonna start hiring them? Of course, everyone's aware of the coronavirus by now, but there's another one out there spreading just as fast. So if you want to help raise awareness for liberalism and support my channel, head on over to markdice.com and pick yourself up a Liberalism Find a Cure shirt. As you know, it is available in a t-shirt, long sleeve, and a hoodie, and a whole bunch of different colors as well. So head on over to markdice.com or click the link in the description below and check them out.